Alright, so we have the next set of problems right in front of us. So let's get started. So question 90. If m equals 5 and t equals -1, what is the value of whatever expression we have up here? So in my opinion, the best way to solve these problems is by rewriting them with the appropriate values. So that's exactly what we're going to do. 6 minus 8, 2 minus, and we said t equals -1. So -1 over 2, m is equal to 5, 5 plus 4, 3 minus 5. Cool. So now what we're going to do is just like any other expression, we're going to solve. Okay, and let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so 6 minus 8, okay, so we have a lot here. So first let's work inside out. So 2 minus -1 is the same as 2 plus 1, which is 3. 3 times -8 is -24. 6 minus, oh, that's a very sloppy 6. 6 minus 24 is equal to -18. And then we have 2 times 5, which is 10, plus 4 times -2 is -8. That is equal to -2. And actually, so we did something wrong. Oh, yeah, right here. We did something wrong. Don't do that. So, common mistake. 10 plus -8 is equal to +2. So, last step here is just to do -18 divided by 2, and that's equal to -9. That is choice E. Cool? Cool. All right, and next question. Question 91. So, in the parallelogram above, what is the value of x plus y? So, something you need to know about parallelograms is that consecutive sides are always supplementary to each other. And what that basically means is that sides that come one after the other, so like this side over here, or not side, angle. So, angles that come one after the other are supplementary. So, angle Q is right after angle P. So whatever angle P the measure is, and whatever the measure of angle Q is, if you add those together, it'll be supplementary, or adds up to 180 degrees. Same thing with Q and R, same thing with R and S, same thing with S and P, and same thing with P and Q. So we know that angle Q has to be x degrees, and so this has to be 180 minus 56, which is 124 degrees. And that is the value of x. So x is equal to 124 degrees. Something else you need to know, or else you should know, is that angles that are opposite from each other in a parallelogram have the same measure. So if this is 124 degrees, well, guess what? That means this also must be 124 degrees. And 124 times 2 is equal to 248. So x plus y must be 248 degrees, which is choice D. Okay, hopefully that makes sense so far. Let's keep going. Ooh, okay, this is a good problem. So, on the number line above, point L, not shown, is located on line segment JK, so that JL is equal to 2/3 of LK. What is the position of point L? Now here you can do a couple of things. You can go through all 4 choices and just see which one's true. I don't want to do that because I like doing it the real way. Let's go over it. So we see that the distance between J and K is 10 units. 10 units because 6 minus -4 is equal to 10. Cool. That makes sense hopefully. So JK is equal to 10. Now, we're told that we're going to place K somewhere so that JL is equal to 2/3 of LK. So how far is L going to be from J? That's pretty much what we're trying to find here. So JL is going to be X. And that is going to be equal to 2/3. And LK is going to be whatever is left. So for example, just theoretically, if I put L here, this would be x, and this remainder would be 10 minus x, because that's what's left, like under this value of 10. But that's not what's happening. We don't know if the L is there or not. Just put it in a random place. So 2/3 times 10 minus x. So remember, x is how far L is from J. It's not the value of L, but it's how far it is from J. And that is equal to 2/3 times whatever value LK is. So 2/3 times 10 minus x. That's what we have left. So we're just going to solve just like any other equation. Should be used to this by now, hopefully. 20/3 minus 2/3 x. I'm going to add this to both sides, and that will be 5/3 x is equal to 20/3. Then that is equal to, so let's see, x is equal to 4. Now, this does not mean that choice H is the answer. That is wrong. Do not fall for this trap. Remember, x is how far point L is from point J. So, 4 units away from J, which is -4, is at 0. So that means 0 is our answer. Do not fall for that trap, please. Alright, and last but not least, Joseph and May, however you pronounce it, divided some stamps between themselves. Joseph got 60% of the stamps. If Joseph received 500 more stamps than May, how many stamps did Joseph receive? So look, we're being asked how many stamps Joseph received, so it only makes sense to say that let Joseph's amount be equal to x. So, Joseph got 60% of the total amount of stamps. Actually, what we want to do is, let's not call x the number of stamps Joseph has. Let's say x is equal to number of stamps in total. Cool. And yeah, so Joseph got 60% of the stamps. So 0.60x is equal to how much Joseph got. And inherently that means that May got the other 40% left. So Joseph received 500 more stamps than Mai. So whatever that wasn't supposed to happen. So whatever 0.60x is equal to, whatever amount Joseph has, that is May's amounts, plus 500, because Joseph has 500 more stamps. And last but not least, all we have to do is just solve. So solve algebraically like we have been doing the past few lessons, and you will get that your answer is equal to not 1,500. That is the answer to the question. So let's see. 0.2x, that's 2/10. So 500 divided by 2/10 is the same thing as saying 500 times 10/2. Like that is equal to 2,500. So the total number of stamps is 2,500. And all we have to do now is just find the amount of stamps Joseph has. So we're going to plug this back into the equation. So 0.6 times 2,500 should equal to 1,500. And that is the answer. Simple as that.